What up? It's your homeboy Marlon Pimp, a.k.a. MCP.
I'm Uncle Banks.
And welcome to another edition of the OG Talk Podcast. And this edition right here, y'all, man, listen, you know we keep the exclusive shit coming in. You feel what I'm saying? We keep the exclusive shit coming in. So the guest on this podcast right here, as of right now, this is the most viral guy in Chattanooga. You feel what I'm saying? He went viral behind some foolishness that he went through with the Chattanooga Police Department or whatever. You follow what I'm saying? So we got him here to talk about this right here. So the guy I'm talking about, I got a nickname for him. His nickname is Mr. Tag Light. You feel me? So Mr. Tag Light himself, Rick Coonrod, man. Welcome to the OG Talk Podcast, man. How you doing, bro?
Rick?
I'm doing good. Yeah,
blessing, round of applause for Rick Coonrod. Y'all get a clap for him.
It's a blessing.
So, man, a few days ago, man, Rick was pulled over by the Chattanooga Police Department, and they went about this shit the wrong way. Pulled him over for a traffic stop, and then tried to get him out of the car behind the traffic stop, which means they had no probable cause. So, you know, Rick stood his ground, meaning y'all had no reason to get me out the car, and the back and forth eventually led to them busting his window out and taking him to jail and doing all kind of other bullshit. So Rick said to talk about that. You follow what I'm saying? So, first and foremost, Rick, how you feeling, bro?
I'm great. I'm blessed.
You good?
I'm good.
Cause, man, I heard you hollering and stuff.
I was hollering like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I was damn right there. I heard about people were hitting me like, "Bang, you see that? You see that?" I like, see what? They were like, "Yo, go to this and go to that." Like, man, I was like, "What the hell?" So I want to hear what happened. You know what I mean? So let us know what's going on.
And before we get into, let me say this: we're gonna do this for an interview, right? But once the interview goes off, we're gonna actually post and show the video. We're gonna post and show the video about what we're talking about, so y'all can see what's going on. You feel me? So we're gonna do the interview, and once the interview goes off, you're gonna see the full video of his incident with the Chattanooga Police Department that comes in behind that. You follow what I'm saying? So, Rick, let me say this, bro. Mm-hmm. This how I got wind of this shit. So, what day did that happen? For one,
I think it was Monday the 22nd.
Monday. Okay, so I wake up Tuesday morning, right, about 5 in the morning. I just get on Facebook while I'm laying in the bed. As soon as I click on Facebook, y'all, the first thing I see, I didn't have to scroll down. The first thing I see is Rick Coonrod live. You feel what I'm saying? This is what got my attention right here, Banks. Listen, Rick Coonrod live, 23,000 views, 225 shares. 900 comments. I'm like, man, what the fuck Rick done pulled off? I said, this nigga Rick done this. He done went platinum. You feel me? This YouTube numbers right here.
Right, exactly.
I'm like, what the fuck Rick done did? This why I looked at the video. Right. So I'm like, man, I'm looking at the numbers. Like, man, what the fuck Rick done pulled off? You feel me?
Okay.
I look at it. I see the police shit. Get out the car. No, you put me over for a tag. Like, why I gotta get out the car? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm looking at the whole thing. And then when I see the window, when I see him say, you got 3 seconds to get out the car, I'm finna bust your window.
Right.
And they bust the window. Right. I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where these numbers come from. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I see what's going on now. So Rick, what I want you to do is do this. Walk us through the day that happened. And before you get to that, okay, so I saw it on Facebook like everybody else. That's how we know about this. Right. I saw it on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at it on Facebook, right? Right. Of course, you're on live, right? So you got your phone. Your phone is pointed towards you.
Right.
Every once in a while, you'll turn it the other way and see the police. You feel what I'm saying? But for the most part, the phone is pointed towards you. So on Facebook Live, we're looking at you. Mm-hmm. You're looking at them. Mm-hmm. So paint us a picture of what are you looking at? So paint us a picture of how they pulled you over. I have to say this. What if first got behind you at, and then when they pulled you over, and then the shit that we saw. So paint that picture, because we saw you, but paint a picture of what you saw. So tell us when they first got behind you, and then go from that into what we saw.
Okay, they first got behind me on Germantown, coming past Park Village.
Okay.
In a sense, and I'm going towards Brainerd Road, and they come behind me, get behind me, go down the hill, come up past the little church.
Oh, before they got behind you, what was you stop? What was you at?
Frank's Groceries.
Okay, so you stopped at Frank's Groceries. To do what?
I went in and got a little cigarette.
Okay, the cigarette we saw you smoking on camera.
The cigarette you saw me smoking on camera.
Frank's Groceries is on Chattanooga Boulevard.
Okay, correct. Right. So you stopped at Frank's to get a little cigarette.
Yes.
Get back in the car and pull off. Now paint the picture from there. Go from there.
I get in the car, pull off, and I'm going back up Germantown past Park Village. As I'm going down the hill, That's when I look up in the rear view. I see, all right, it's the police behind me.
Okay.
Well, everything good. I continue going on by my little routine, where I'm going, where I'm headed. And as I get to the light on, what's that, Germantown and Brandon Road,
Right.
I'm in the turning lane with my turning signal.
So this will be right by Walgreens and all that shit, right?
Correct.
Right.
Got my turning signal on. Police still behind me. Light change.
They don't blue light.
They don't blue light me.
Okay, all right.
Get the arrow. I turn. As I'm turning, he turned behind me. Then I put my blink on to go into the Cancun on Brandon Road.
Right.
As I'm turning in there, that's when he blue light me. And I pull on up politely to the pump, put my car in park, roll my window down, and I had my license out the window.
Right.
He get out the car. He come to the to my window.
Right.
Ask for license, registration, and insurance. I hand him a license. I tell him I ain't got my proof of insurance on me. I said, but you can run it because it should be registered to the tag. And my registration, it's registered to me.
Right.
And that's when he got my license, went back to the car, come back maybe 2 minutes later, if that, maybe quicker than that. And that's when he asked, could he search?
So hold up. You gave me a license. He went and ran your name, which means obviously you didn't have no warrants.
Correct.
And then your license and insurance checked out. So you give me the license, give me your name. He run that. You ain't got no warrants. Your insurance and license check out. He come back and bring that to the car.
So what did he tell you his reason for pulling you over?
Tag light. He said my tag light wasn't functioning.
Okay. Which technically, under any other circumstances, is a citation.
Correct. A ticket
Or even a warning.
ticket or a warning.
Go get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? It's a warning. So when he see you have no warrants, and you got insurance, and your tag light is out of date, he come back to the car, go from there.
But when he came back to the car, he asked me could he search the vehicle.
Why?
I have the slightest idea why he said why. I told him no when he asked.
Right.
Then I asked him, why? Can I ask you why you want to search the vehicle? He said for prior convictions.
Okay.
So he used
Past history.
Which he can be suspicion under, but that's him. That's reasonable.
That still doesn't warrant what we call, especially in the urban community, probable cause.
Right. He got the right to do it. He has the right to do it because you're behind the wheel.
Okay.
First of all, I'm still trying to figure some things out just that fast.
I don't think. My bad. I don't.
Well, no, go ahead, Smoke.
I don't think that your because I don't think your past should be a probable cause for somebody to search your vehicle. If I don't have
I feel the same way.
current going on,
I feel the same way.
if I'm not already on probation or got a case pending, why should my past? You see what I'm saying? Because I could have been a changed person in that element.
Just to determine the
So
tag.
why should my background give you probable cause for search?
It's not probable cause. The probable cause has to come from the immediate circumstances and what they know, what they've seen you do. If they've seen a crime take place or about to take place, that's where it comes from. The immediate circumstance has to provide the probable cause, not your history.
Okay. Thank you.
You're right.
Okay,
Thank
so
you. Thank you.
but that being said, both of y'all said he
Thank
come
you.
back.
All right, David, I'm gonna ask you to read something for me right here under the Supreme Court right here.
So while Banks is handing, we got David Tooler sitting off camera. So Rick, when he come back to the car,
Read that part right there for me.
Okay.
and I want to search the car.
This is an Attorney General opinion from 2020, and it says, under the Supreme Court's precedents, the Fourth Amendment permits an officer to initiate a brief investigative traffic stop when he has a particularized and objective basis for suspecting the particular person stopped of criminal activity,
So
not history.
right, so you see what they're
That's
saying?
Glover. That's
So
Glover.
that means it has to be current, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
That's
all you do.
right. That's basically saying
Right.
that's present. Like
Right
if
again.
even
That's what I was saying.
I seen you do something at this moment. I
Right.
seen you. I didn't have to see you. Maybe an officer down the road saw you and called it in to an officer, pulled him over or checked.
Okay, he go
But
thing.
he
Banks.
told you I pulled you over for the traffic stop.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
For the tail light.
Which was a traffic infraction.
Right.
Which basically he said he was pulling you over for. Officers do lie.
Of course. Now here go the thing, Banks. Okay. So what was just read, with that being said, okay, we pulled you over because of maybe criminal activity, right?
Right.
So when you said, why did you pull me over? They didn't say because of criminal activity. What was the response that they gave you?
My prior convictions.
Not criminal activity, but your prior convictions.
Prior convictions.
So when you say
Past
that,
history on
past history,
right.
not because of what you just did, because of past history.
Right.
Correct.
So technically speaking, there's no problem because
Using your past against you.
Right.
Right.
But they would do that in the federal courtroom too.
So at the time, this one police officer at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Two.
Okay.
Officer Ariza, however you say his last
Okay.
name, the Mexican little dude.
All right. So two police got you at the time at the Cancun's on Brandon Road. And they saying we pull you over not because it's a criminal activity that you just did, but because of your past history.
Correct.
So that's why I want to get you out the car. What is your reply?
What was my reply to when he asked me to get out the car?
Yeah, what's
I
your
asked him
reply?
why.
Right.
I asked him why did he want to get me out the car, and that's when he said the past written. I told him no, I ain't getting out the car.
Okay. So at that moment, now you sitting in the car, and then we saw the Facebook video. You're not doing anything that's going to pose a threat. You follow what I'm saying? So you pretty much going back and forth with him. Get out the car. No, I'm getting out the car. Get out the car. No, I'm getting out the car. How long after that do you start seeing other police pull up?
Maybe 3-4 minutes, maybe.
How many was it?
Whew, it got about 6, 7, 8 or more plus.
6, 7, 8 police in different cars,
Different
all
cars.
behind.
For traffic.
Traffic
All behind the
infraction.
tag light
Off
being
behind the
out.
tail light being
Traction,
out.
for a traffic infraction.
Supposedly being out.
Right.
Supposedly.
Right. So now when you're saying all this, I'm trying to paint a picture. So when you say, again, like I said, we're looking at you on your phone. You filming yourself.
Right.
But it's shit going on outside of the phone. Paint the picture also what you seeing. You feel me?
Well, after I told him no, we couldn't search, and he said about past history and things of that nature. And as I'm looking out, it's like, hold on, they go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like it's too many of them pulling up now.
Right.
It's like
It's a game.
all this over a traffic stop.
Right.
You know, it's like they're considered a gang now in my eyes. How if they see 2 or 3 people gather, the more they consider us a gang.
Right.
So I started looking at it from that narrative in a sense. You know, like, oh, it's too many of them. You know.
And that's why you said, no, I'm not sitting. I'm in fear of my.
Exactly.
Especially considering George Floyd, Rodney King,
Exactly.
whoever else.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I'm in fear of my
And
safety.
the later incidents that went on in 23, the last little incidents.
Right.
So, but
my mind is just
how many? I know I've seen a lot of officers, but how many of those were sergeants and lieutenants down there?
I couldn't even tell you that.
So you knew,
I have the slightest
I
idea.
heard you ask for a sergeant or some higher authority, but did you
Man
get
never showed up.
And you know what? Let me say this. And David, you might can speak on this and give a little more insight. From the urban community, right? Our whole stance has always been this. Now, if you pull folks on some bullshit, some shit we did, like a gun or a murder, whatever, that's one thing. But like a traffic stop, from the urban standpoint, our whole thing is this. If that's a traffic stop, if it's because my tag or a headlight is out or my seatbelt or I turn without using a blinker or whatever, we look at it like, okay, you pull me over for that, okay, I get that, but you have no proper cause to get me out of the car. You follow what I'm saying? So write me a ticket. I prefer a warning, but write me a ticket. You feel what I'm saying? But you have no proper cause to get me out of the car for something like that, because it's traffic. So you have no proper cause. That's the standpoint from our end. Hold up, that's the standpoint from our end. And what it seems like from the police perspective is, once I pull you over, I got proper cause to do anything I want to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Our thing is you don't have proper cause to do that because it's for a traffic stop.
If you don't know your rights, I'm gonna do anything I want to do.
Their whole thing is once I pull you over, I got proper cause to do anything, and that's where the thin line comes, and that's where the standoff comes, and that's where all the foolishness comes behind.
Well, they don't know the rights either. They don't even know what goes on either. They really just take a 6-week course and become a cop.
Yeah.
So it's.
Damn,
I need to take a 6-week course.
But he go.
it takes 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
He go to scary part
Yeah,
though.
they do.
He go to scary part. we standing on probable cause. Like, man, if I turn without putting the blink on, write me a ticket for that. You have no probable cause to get me out the car. Their thing is, I got probable cause for anything I want to, whether you know it or not. And even if they don't got probable cause, they still exercise that right. So why would they keep doing this if it was really against the law?
I'm white. I got the right to do anything I want to you, boy.
David, speak on that.
The officer cited a case, Pennsylvania versus Munn, and that case says that if the officer feels for his life or safety, he can order you out of the car. And the reason is from 1977, and the reason is, again, officer safety and traffic stops are the most dangerous type of encounter that cops have.
That's right.
It's their worst, most dangerous, more than domestic dispute calls. And so did they indicate that they thought you were dangerous?
No.
They didn't. And this video is
My
live.
hands even visible on the camera and everything.
That's right.
One hand,
I agree.
And a cigarette in one hand. I'm smoking a cigarette so
Everybody
hard.
watching that it's not a threat.
I think most of us were more afraid of them after they started to attack.
We are.
Breaking windows and, coming in, man. Come on, y'all came in like uniform assassins, man. What's going on?
Very much essential.
So, Rick, this is what I want you to do, bro. I want you to paint this picture for the viewers and then people who might go through this type of shit in the future. So, okay, I want to pick where we left off. Now 4 or 5 or 6 officers done pulled up, and they still saying the same shit. Get out the car, get out the car. And then, according to the Facebook video, you still standing on the ground. I'm not getting out the car. You put me over. His new name is Mr. Tag Light. You feel me? That's his new name. Rick Coonrod, a.k.a. Mr. Tag Light. Rick kept on saying, why am I getting out of the car? You put me over for a tag light. If you put me over for that, give me a citation or warning, let me go. Why do I got to get out the car? You stood your ground. You follow what I'm saying? So paint the picture of what's going on now. Okay, I'm not getting out of the car, but I see more police is pulling up. What's going through your mindset? And just give us a overall review of that environment right there at the time.
Oh, they finna do something to me.
That's what you thinking?
That's the first thing I thought when I seen 10, 15 of them out there. They finna do something to me once they get me out this car.
Right.
They finna do something to me, probably take me off and do this to me and do that to me.
Okay.
You had them counter boy on you too, boy.
Yeah, that was my thoughts. Like, when they get me in this car, whatever they do, they finna do something to me that I ain't never heard nothing
They
done to me
always
before.
be blacks up. They get
It was all white. It was all white, not a black cop inside.
I want to ask you this. I noticed this. Going off the video again, this one white cop, well, all of them were white, don't get me wrong. This one dude walked up and started raising his voice to you. Get out the car right now. He just got real aggressive. I said to myself, this motherfucker, he want a one-on-one. Yeah. He trying to fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think that was the Mexican guy.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. I'm like, this motherfucker, he on some other shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
so
the Mexican guy.
he just got.
When he came and raised your voice like that, did you start reconsidering? Like, man,
They need to do
did you reconsider?
check and see who he
In a
is too.
sense, like,
Bet you got a
I'm
background.
Like, why is you coming to me like that? And I'm just asking a question.
Right.
That's all I was asking. The same way he asked me a question, I answered it, and I asked him a question back.
So when he got aggressive, like, did you start saying like, man, let me get my ass out of the car? I mean, man, fuck him, I ain't getting out regardless.
Sort of, kinda. It was give and take in a sense.
Right.
And it was more, I say probably it was in between. Just to clear that up, it was in between. But it seemed like he was more aggressive than me just asking him a question.
Right.
And you gotta be careful, though, man. You know,
he was being like he was aggressive.
You know, cops be in the military
Hold
too.
that thought,
You know?
Smoke.
You know, a lot of cops be in the military, man, and they do a lot of things in the military and come out and be cops. You know what I'm saying, in the streets. And nobody never check them see if they have Benoit disease, do they? You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, because they snap like that. Just
Like a shell shock moment.
no, that's the use of steroids in the military. So when you come out here in the streets now and you snapping on people like you snapping, man, for no reason, man, who is to say you ain't gonna kill somebody?
Facts.
Chris Benoit went home and killed his family.
Sure
The
did.
whole family.
That's what they call Benoit disease. Steroids. Nobody checks these police officers when they come from those military fields, come out of the war and all that. They've been out there working out, want to stay buffed up. What do you think that dude's so big and strong for? What he doing that for? To intimidate you. He crazy too. Bet he beat his wife at home.
Hey, but actually, Chris Benoit had CTE from all the concussions, from all the high.
Exactly. The falls and
it wasn't steroid use. It was.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
But you
That's what caused a bunch of like the NFL players to
hits in the brain. So if you're around these shells going off, mortal shells being rocked around your brain in war, you gonna come home, you gonna tell somebody what to do, and they disagree with you, you go in rage. What you think happened to some of these kids out here? They killing them. Nobody gonna do nothing about it though. They gonna cover it up. Well, he refused. Nigga, quit playing with me. A refusal don't cause death.
Smoke. What you finna say, Smoke?
I want to say a lot of times, when you dealing with officers on the side of a road anywhere, and it's a good thing there was a well lit area and there was people around.
Right.
They can be very aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
I got pulled over with my granddaughter and my wife in the car. And I had an officer ask me, was I really for Chattanooga? Because he couldn't find shit on my record.
Right. Okay.
He like, you from here? I'm like, yes. He like, I couldn't find nothing on you. And I'm like, was you supposed to? He was expecting it.
Yeah.
Right. Stereotyping.
Yeah.
Right. I was just gonna say that.
I didn't understand the
Profiling.
word.
Yeah.
Profiling.
Yeah, racial profiling.
Stereotyping.
Stereotyping.
And
Yeah.
I was just going, you know where I stay at, Mom. I was just going down to the KFC. You know the distance between the house and the KFC from where I live
Right,
at.
right.
I was just going to get my family something to eat. He pulled me over for the tag being out of date. Which I told him I know the tag out of date, and the car, and I even told him out my own mouth, the car is not under I let the insurance lapse because the car been sitting because it wasn't working.
Right.
So I don't feel no need to pay the insurance on a car that's not drivable. But the day I got the car fixed, I drove it to get them something to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just so happened to get pulled over that day.
Right.
And I remember Journey asked me, "Is you gonna go to jail, Papa?" And I was like, "No." You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he wrote me a insurance ticket. You see what I'm saying?
Did he actually get out the car like I did him?
He never asked me to get out the car. Not one time did he say, "Well, I need you to step outside the car." He did go to the back of the car and talk and I'm gonna say whisper to another officer that pulled up. I think it was maybe 2 other cars that pulled up after the initial car.
Right.
But they never asked me to get out of no car. I didn't have no insurance.
Rick, why you think they were so adamant on getting you out of the car, bro? Like, why?
Maybe because of my past history, and that's
but
date from 10 to
your
20 years
past,
ago.
did he talk about your history before or after you gave him your identification?
Probably after.
After.
Probably after.
So
I
you
gave him
mean,
my
okay, you
identification.
pulled me over for a traffic infraction, and now that I got your identification, I want you out of the car because of your past history.
Right.
Right.
That's what he said he wants you out of the car for.
Pretty much. That was the answer he gave.
Okay.
After I told him no, he couldn't search, and I asked him why, and that's when he said prior convictions. And
Which
that's
had
when I was
nothing-
like,
which
what
had
my
nothing to
prior
do-
convictions got to do with a
This-
tag light that you pulling me over for this tag light.
Right.
Well, he profiled you. That's basically what that was. You were being profiled.
So then we saw in the video, the second cop, little pencil-head dude walked up,
Did his
like he
own-
weighed about
did his
125
own
pounds,
steps.
soaking wet.
Right.
He walked up talking about, I guess he was trying to be the second cop, the little white guy. I guess he was trying to play good cop, bad cop. He walked up as the good cop.
Yeah,
You feel
I
me?
saw that.
That's
Well, you know, we just want to get y'all because of case law. He kept saying this, David. According to case law, if we pull you over, you're considered technically detained. So he had the right to get you out of the car. And then I heard another thing you said, man, listen, bro, if you pull me over for a tag light, that's a ticket. Well, actually, he can arrest you for having a tag light out, but it's a what's the word to use? It's
Courtesy.
It's a courtesy.
Courtesy.
It's a courtesy.
But that's
for me to write you a
but
citation.
we know that's bullshit.
I was just
That's
gonna say that. We
bullshit,
know that's
though.
bullshit.
Anytime anything like that has you pulling a car over, that's civil.
Right. So let me ask you this, Rick. When the second dude pull up trying to talk good cop, well, you know, because the other dude, he real aggressive. So if I'm this guy, I'm finna take another approach. Maybe he'll listen to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll listen to me because I'm not being disrespectful like you are.
Right.
We on the same team.
Right.
But let me take another approach because he might listen to me because you tripping. I'm finna come respectful to him.
Right.
He might get out if I come to him like this.
Right.
That's the vibe I got. You know what I'm saying? So he comes to you like this. Well, according to case law, whatever the fuck he said, they have the right to ask you out the car, blah blah blah, this and that. When you get pulled over, you're technically the same once you get pulled over. Now you was bucking him like, man, I don't believe that, man. I got to Google that shit.
Right.
But in your mind, what's going on? He tell you this when he coming as the guy that's being nice.
I think he just trying to swindle me out the truck.
Another distraction. Huh?
Right, just another distraction.
Right.
Just to swindle me, okay, all right, I'm on your side, get out the truck. Now, all y'all together.
At any time, did you feel like your life was in danger?
Yeah, once it became too many of them.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Like I stated a few minutes ago,
Right.
if they see 2-3 of us, what they say, that's a gang.
Right.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's 10-20 of y'all. Y'all a gang now to me.
Yeah.
Well, I say the same when we stand on the front porch. If you got 10 Mexicans standing on the porch around here, that's a family right there. But if you got 10 brothers standing on the porch over there, that's a drug house.
That's a drug. That's how they gonna look at it.
Right. Yeah, crazy.
I'm letting them know. You said it again. We all know they'll run up in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Or they sell dope in there.
Say that again.
Man, we all got together and put our money together because we want to live like the Mexicans now. Fuck it. Y'all don't fuck with them. Don't fuck with us. Shit.
Hey, Rick. Let me ask you this. I'm asking these specific questions because I want to paint a picture of, because we got people this is gonna happen to after this shit. Somebody that's gonna go through the same shit he went through. You feel me?
Right.
So once you get to this point to where the bad cop came with his bullshit, now here come the good cop trying to be nice. What's going through your head? Meaning, like, what I mean by that is this: like, do you ever say to yourself, you know what? I think I might be able to get away with just a chicken and pull off. You know what? They finna keep pressing this shit, and it ain't finna go in my favor. What's going through? Are you weighing out the options? Like, if I stand on what I'm standing on, like, no, I'm not getting out. They might eventually be like, you know what? Okay, he's smarter than we think. We gotta let him go. Or are you saying to yourself, nah, they're gonna keep pressing this shit until they get their way? What do you think?
I weighed my options and I just knew they wasn't gonna stop. Cause I was standing on what I was believing was right.
Right.
I'm not getting out this truck. Not as long as 10, 20 y'all don't pull it up.
Right.
Then you put spikes in front of my truck like I'm going somewhere. Where am I going? I kept saying it. Where am I going? Where am I going? I ain't going nowhere. You put me over for a tag light.
Right.
You know, and it's like, I ain't going nowhere. Y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. Whatever it comes to, that's what it comes to.
Let me ask you this. Was there any point in your mind that said to yourself, man, fuck, let me get on out, man, so I can get the fuck out of my face, man?
I did. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, let me get out this truck. But
Y'all bullshit,
they finna
bro.
whoop my ass. I get out this truck.
Yeah.
That's the first thing when I said, no, I don't want to take no ass with me like that. I know they finna put feet on me or probably and say I'm resistant and all those things of nature.
Right.
But it's only me. But it's 20 of y'all, so I cannot be resistant. You know,
Right.
things
But you
of
was
that
in
nature.
a lit area, you know. You were going.
A well-lit area, right again.
But it crossed your mind.
It crossed my mind.
Imagine how you were thinking,
let
though.
me get
It
out.
crossed my mind like,
Just out the
yeah,
way.
but
Yeah.
you know what? Like, oh, nah, Rick,
Man.
They just got to do what they got to do.
Right. So I gotta get to the epic moment. Dude come up to the car and all y'all saw this. And again, like I keep saying, y'all, once the interview go off, keep watching. We're gonna post a video of the episode that we're talking about, so y'all can see all this shit in real time. You follow what I'm saying? So when dude come to the car, I gotta ask this, Rick. He come to the car. Coonrod, get out of the car. You got 3 seconds. I'm gonna bust your. I'm gonna bust the wonder, bro. Hey. Go ahead, Smoke. Before I say, go ahead, Smoke.
That threw me off when I watched that video. You know what? First of all, motherfucker gotta remember this my brother, this my right hand man.
Right.
I'm watching this video that my wife bring to me, and she popped the camera up on the live video up on the coffee table. I'm like, Rick, get out the truck.
That what you saying to yourself, Rick, get
I'm
out.
saying it out loud.
Yeah, Rick, get out the truck.
I'm watching the camera, and I'm saying to myself, well, maybe if he comply, you see what I'm saying, it won't be so aggressive.
Right.
But I start, as I'm watching, I'm saying to myself, they not trying to pipe down.
Right. They was already on
They
10.
already on
They
10.
already on 10. They already on 10.
Already on 10.
They already on
I
10.
just
Yeah.
asked one simple
So
question.
like, damn.
Tell me why.
In my mind, damn, bro, don't get shot over this shit.
That was going through my
Yeah,
head too.
that
In
was
my
going through all of
That's
us.
why my hands was in
Bro,
the
you
camera.
got
And we were
kids,
saying
like
it too.
my
All of us was looking at us like,
nieces,
just get on out, bro.
shot on camera.
Rick.
I got a question for you. Is there anything that they could have told you that would have made you feel like if they would have gave you a reason why he wanted you to step out, would you have stepped out?
It's a good possibility, depending on what the reason was.
Good question, Rick. Good question.
Because I asked him, well, what's the reason
Yeah, that's
why?
100 times. Like,
100
like-
times.
100 times.
Well, tell me the reason why. Or make me feel like, okay, well,
Okay,
I
that makes-
can
that makes
understand what
sense,
you're
okay.
saying. It makes sense to me.
It's like what we were saying off camera. And I told you the story, Pimp. About 2 weeks ago, I got pulled over for my tag light being out.
Right.
Didn't give me no citation. He just looked at my ID. Because by the time he blue lighted me, I was in front of my house. Like he heard a blue light at me because I was finna get out the car. So you know how they do blue lighting, so you got to stay still.
Right.
But no ticket, no citation, anything. And I asked him, I'm like, so, you know, why'd you pull me over? Oh, your tail light out. No, that was your probable cause. But what was the real reason why you pulled me
Right
over?
again.
So,
And that's all I was asking. So your probable cause will come to the tag light. But what was your real reason then? Is my understanding. So your real reason really was for this tag light. Okay, but why you want me to get out this car, this truck? He never could state why.
And so
You didn't encounter them. I'm sorry. You didn't encounter them until after Franks. Before Franks, you hadn't encountered no officers nowhere up here.
no
You
nothing.
didn't see no unmarked units trying to follow you or seeing
ain't
if
seen
you
nothing.
doing anything. You
Ain't
seen
seen
nothing like that. So they just showed up at the blue body.
Out the
And
blue.
then to piggyback off what you're saying, Banks, they got behind him after Franks. So anything before Franks, my tag light was out then.
Right. That's why I'm. That's why I'm
My tag
getting
light was
at.
out
Why
before Franks.
why did you pull me over
Why
then?
did you pull me over
Right.
then?
If that's
You know
the
what
case.
I'm saying? So all this is suspicion. You follow what I'm saying? So Rick, paint this picture in your mind, bro. For the people, a lot of people saw this on Facebook. Then we got a lot of people gonna tune into this podcast, bro.
Okay.
When dude come to you and say, "You got 3 seconds," the average motherfucker might be like, "All right, man, fuck it, bro. All right, fuck it."
at least roll the window down or something.
That. That nigga Rick was like, man, hold on, you trying to blame me? You still going back and forth, bro.
I still try that one, but tell me why. That's why I was
But
saying,
Rick, he
hold on.
told you got 3 seconds, bro.
Yeah.
I'm finna bust this shit.
He still was like, hey, well, tell me the reason why. And
Yeah,
I politely
yeah,
get out. You know, if I feel, okay, well, yeah, that's reasonable.
So
for
he
me to
counted.
get out.
As a matter of fact, he actually gave you 2.5 seconds. I counted it myself.
It really wasn't
You got,
3.
you got 3 seconds.
It
1, 2,
wasn't
bam!
3.
I said, oh, he busted
It
that
wasn't
motherfucker, bro. I said, he
It
busted
wasn't
that
3.
bitch, bro. He busted.
And when it
So
shot-
when that happened, bro,
Did they call you ambulance or anything? Did they call you no ambulance or nothing?
Nope.
I thought they supposed to call the ambulance.
They
They
call
tased
that
you.
glass
They
and
tased you. I
stuff.
thought they supposed to call the
Nope.
ambulance for that.
Nope.
What about the tasing? Tasing. A drive tase. Say something about that.
Let me ask you this. Did they,
What about it? First, hold on. What about it? Like
Well,
far
you are
as
screaming when that's going on.
that shit hurt.
Where
That's
did
that's
it-
electrocurrents going through your body. That shit hurt.
Were they landing
pistol-
on you or did they tase you?
Nah, it wasn't no. It was more of a.
What
So
part
he
of your
landed
body,
tase
Like
on.
head on, hold it on there for a second or
body
two.
part?
Dave, go ahead, Dave.
Wait,
Which,
what body part was it touching?
My back, right?
Back. Okay.
I still got the
you got
mark
tased twice, right?
twice
So the first one hit where?
on this side. I still got the mark on both sides.
Okay, so the first one was okay, bam. Then what was the reason for tasing you again after they tased you the first time? What was the reason for that?
Kept saying I was resisting, but it's like 6, 7 of them got me almost.
But you
might well
wasn't
say hog
belligerent
tied.
and you wasn't combative. When they snatched you out, I'm trying to, and then we couldn't see anything else, so we had to get the finish stations.
That and then hopefully they probably had their body cams on.
Right.
I would
Right,
assume.
right again, right
I
again.
would assume, yeah.
did they offer you any medical attention after the tasing?
Nope.
And I thought they're supposed to do that. Am I right?
I
Dave?
thought that too.
Anytime you get tased,
Did you ask for it?
Supposed to do that.
Did I ask for it?
believe
No, I thought
No,
they
you
supposed to
shouldn't
do it
have to,
automatically.
man.
You
You
shouldn't
shouldn't
have
have
to.
It's automatic.
I thought they supposed to be automatic.
Right,
You like in the state of shock or
But see,
whatever.
I'm trying to see, did they hit you with prones?
I don't know if it was the
That's-
prong. I don't even
see,
know
that's
what they hit me with.
It's called a dry fire. The prongs do not come out, but
Right.
the barrel has its own charge.
See, yeah, that's what they was.
I
They
got
was
the
laying
marks
it
on
on
the back.
him. and
It's
hit him
four
with
on
it.
each
The
side.
prongs that
Yeah,
come
four on
out.
this side and four on that
When they gotta
side.
get medical,
Right,
because
they got-
medical's the one that has to
And
take
each
the
one
prongs.
of
Right,
them,
gotta
each
take
one of
them
them
out.
little things
Right.
that they got, that they hit me with, as I was looking in the mirror when I finally got out or whatever, and they were home. It got a star on this one, a little mark on that one. Man, they got
was
designs on them.
They were hitting you with the prong. It was hitting you with them.
Hey.
And laid down on you.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, so Rick, let me ask you this, Rick, bro.
Yes, sir.
Once they tase you and cuff you, I noticed. I guess these dumb motherfuckers know that your phone's still on live. You feel me? So now they start going through your car and searching your car. You never gave them consent to do that.
Facts.
So that's an illegal search, right?
Yes.
Right or wrong?
Yes.
David, they took him to jail. They cuffed him. They cuffed him, right? And once they cuffed him, they started searching his car, which they didn't have permission to do that. Would that be considered illegal search?
They have to have probable cause to search the car. They have to have a reason to believe that there's a purpose to search the car, as opposed there's an inventory search when they take the car, and then there's also a search for cause. The cause they have to believe is your drugs or stolen goods or a dead body in the trunk.
Right. And that was never said when he asked him 75 times, why y'all pulling me over? That was never said.
You was in a truck or a car?
Truck.
Truck.
Truck. You definitely know you didn't have a dead body back there.
So,
And the truck not tinted. You can see through the truck.
let me ask you this, Rick. Because, the whole city is rooting for you right now, bro. You the most viral dude in the city behind what just happened.
Yeah.
I hate the situation. You know what I'm saying? I hate the situation, but behind what happened, luckily for you, you was filming that shit. So everybody saw the unjust shit that went on. You follow what I'm saying? Everybody saw that. So now with that being said, right, I know you want to talk to a lawyer yesterday. I'm not gonna ask you what y'all talk about. But based on whatever y'all did talk about, how you feeling about that conversation?
I think I'm in good spirits with
You feel good about what,
I feel good
what was
about
said
it.
and
Yes.
did the lawyer see the video?
Not just yet. He's
Okay.
still working, get footage and things of that nature.
Okay. But based on the conversation you had with the lawyer, without going into details, you feel good about how that went?
Yes, I really do.
Okay, cool. Let me ask you this, bro. Cause we got my guy David too sitting off camera right now. That's my guy. He went to jail a month or two ago behind getting pulled over. And he Listen, Banks. This motherfucker went to jail because they pulled him over and they asked for his license and insurance. He got license and insurance. He refused to show that because he said, you don't have the right to ask for that because I'm not driving in commerce. I'm not driving commercially.
Because it's civil.
Now, most of us will be like, you know what? You don't have the right to ask for that. But in order for me to keep it pushing, man, here you go. You follow what I'm saying? Take this shit. Run my. I got license. He didn't show it, but he got license and insurance. So show that shit and get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying?
Some of us get a chance to, play around and exercise their rights. Some of us get the shit knocked at us for trying to exercise our rights.
It's just what a coincidence that Dave didn't get treated like Rick. What a coincidence. I wonder why. You feel what I'm saying? I wonder why. I wonder why.
Good question.
Melanin, maybe?
I wonder why Dave didn't get treated like
I
Rick.
was gonna beat the drum to it, but
I wonder why.
you know.
Let me ask you this, Rick. 2 questions. I'm gonna ask you 1 question, 2 questions. First, I asked David the same shit when he came to the same spot to interview him. I said, David, no one just went to jail for being pulled over and they asked your license and insurance. You said, I don't want to show it. And they took you to jail. I asked him this, Banks. You weren't here, Banks. I asked him, I said, so if you leave from this studio, you get pulled over and they ask your license and insurance, would you show it then, knowing you just went to jail for not doing that? He said, no, I will still stick to the same thing. Rick, my point is, you get pulled over again between now and your court date. And they be like, man, step out the car. Knowing, man, look what I went through for not stepping out the car. Would you do it this time or stick to the same shit?
I stick to the same shit. I stick to it.
And go through the same shit again if you had to?
I really go through it. If I feel like, in my belief, I feel I'm right, I'm gonna stick to it.
So Rick Banks, Rick D, David, Smoke, whoever want to answer first, what do we take from some shit like this? Anybody.
Be careful. I say it all the time.
Just know what you're doing.
Yeah, just be careful.
If you're gonna stand on it, then it's fine. You see what I'm saying? But just know that your stance is justified. If that makes any sense.
I always felt like this.
Because what you feel, they might not feel it, and they're gonna break that law anyway. Because it ain't but a sense. It ain't to them. It ain't but a suspension.
They can say whatever they want to say, and they're gonna make sense.
It's only a suspension with pay.
Yeah.
I go home for these couple of weeks till that shit get resolved.
They'll be happy
I always felt like this, and this why I was saying to you, David, when you want to give your license and insurance, and this how I feel, especially coming from our community, from the streets, from the hood. Now, Rick, you stood on what you stood on, and you went to jail for it, and I'm glad you did that. But at the end of the day, man, we can't hold court with these motherfuckers in the street, bro.
You can't.
We can't, man.
We can hold court with each other in the streets.
We can't, dog. Now, on some street shit, like, yeah, and with each other, yeah, you do some to me, I'll fuck you off in the street.
Right.
But when the police pulls open and get out the car, get out. I guess. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you see how it ends.
Yeah, it turns
Dave,
into
you see how it
what they
ends.
say,
You follow what I'm saying? So we don't win by doing that. Now, this how you win. If months down, years down the line, when they finally resolve all this shit, and they be like, you know what, they did it wrong, we're going to do a settlement. You won. But as of right now, you lost.
I lost.
You feel me?
Right.
Bond money, impoundment money, and you still can get your car back. So your car getting impounded until a court date. So you got X amount of days times impoundment. You feel me? And then they bust the window out. Say they get the car right back, and I got to get my one to fit. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's
I ain't paying that. You gonna pay for it? I ain't break that.
You ain't gonna pay for that unless they found.
I ain't gonna pay for it. I don't care what they say. You
get what I'm
broke
saying
it.
though, bro? So
the city gonna pay for it. I pay taxes. You gonna pay for it.
So, but I'm saying I'm saying, Banks, for the moment I lose, bro.
Yeah.
For the moment I lose,
yeah.
unless it go in my favor months down the line. But for the moment I lose.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
I lose.
Right.
So like when we get pulled over, like, and I ain't saying I'm glad you did what you did. I ain't trying to deter nobody from standing on that right there or doing whatever. But when we stand up, look how it go.
Right. It's like we still lose.
If you don't know
if
you don't know your rights, and you coming in contact with a cop who don't know his rights either, and he don't know the law, then things gonna go for the worse anyway.
But look, Banks. Okay, you don't know your rights, Banks. He don't know his rights. So y'all both standing on y'all both stubborn. I ain't doing this.
We thinking on what we think we know.
When they go to court, who wins?
He gonna win anyway. He the law. He got more backing than I do. I ain't got nothing. I'm
a
broke,
white cop
I'm
took
black.
you to jail. A white cop took you to jail. You finna go in front of a white judge. What's the coincidence of that going in your favor? Unless, it's a blessing from God, which you got faith in.
I ain't never went in the courtroom thinking a favor. I go in the courtroom with a lawyer.
Here go the thing too, lit. So I got two police who I'm cool with. Black cops who I'm cool with. You feel me? I ain't gonna say the name on camera because I don't want to put them in that mix. So when that shit happened on Facebook, I sent it to the first cop. You feel me? He responded and said, "Damn, Maul, all this behind the tag light?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Hey, how do they keep getting away with shit like this?" Now, this man and a police are going back and forth. I said, "How do they keep getting away with shit like this?" He responded, "Hamilton County."
Yeah.
I said, hold up, Smoke. I responded back and I said, so do you see the discipline coming to these cops behind this? He said, if it was a Chattanooga Police Department, yeah, but Hamilton County, I don't know. A lot of police who work for Chattanooga Police Department have quit working with us to work for Hamilton County because it's better over there. Now, I didn't ask him what better means, so I don't know what better means. It's better pay over there, or better means they got more leeway to get away with bullshit. I don't know what better means.
I'm protected by Shea Whiter, goddammit. You will not do that to me.
Now, here go the thing. I sent that same video to another police who was a lieutenant. You know him, Smoke. He's a lieutenant. You feel what I'm saying? I sent this to him. He responded back and said something. I asked him the same question. I said, hey, do you see anything in the discipline coming behind this? He said, if it was us, meaning CPD, yes, but since it's Hamilton County, no, I don't. Yeah. So I'm thinking, what kind of rules Hamilton County got to where they can, you understand what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference between
white law,
Hamilton County and Chattanooga Police Department?
I actually heard.
You got the sheriff department?
I want to say it was. I don't know. I want to say it was.
The sheriff.
Yeah.
Said they actually supposed to give you a voucher to get that.
I heard about we talked.
I seen that in the video. I seen that in one.
Marie Marks,
Right. I seen that. She spoke about it. I seen that.
I don't know how true that is, but I did hear that too.
The taxpayers pay for all that.
And on top of that, they pulled me over at the Cancun's on Brandon Road. O'Reilly's right across the street and AutoZone right there.
So I could have got my tag light fixed right there.
In any given moment.
Right.
Right after you pull me over, you could have your tag like that. Oh, well, it's O'Reilly's right there in this AutoZone.
You can watch me go over there.
You can walk me over here or whatever. I can leave the truck right here and walk over there and get it, whatever. Or you can follow me over here and watch me pay for it and get it.
Yeah.
Too much like right.
So hey y'all,
Yeah.
this was another edition of the OG Talk Podcast. Maul the Pimp,
Uncle Banks.
special guest. Hey, listen, his name is Rick Coonrod, but hey, when y'all see this dude, don't call him Rick Coonrod, call him Mr. Tag Light. That's his name, Rick Coonrod, aka
Love
Mr.
and
Tag
respect,
Light.
love and respect, love and
I think he's gonna have some merch coming with hashtag Tag Light on it, so y'all make sure y'all get
Come
that.
and
You follow
soon, be
what
on
I'm
the
saying?
lookout for it.
Yeah, so this your boy Maul the Pimp, man. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is called Pimpoholic TV. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Maul the Pimp, and go to my website www.maulthepimp.com. Go to YouTube and follow Ant Banks, Dubsack Music. Go to Instagram and Twitter, Uncle Banks, all that there, and we out here. Salute.
Peace.
Not going nowhere. I'm right here. I fear for my safety. What am I stepping out for? And I don't give you my license.
We're in a public place, well lit.
I fear for my safety. No, I'm not stepping out. No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not. He pulled me over for a tag light. He pulled me over for a tag light. A tag light. That's what he just pulled me over for, y'all. A tag light. I give him my license. I don't have my insurance paper. I told him run it. Now they want to put some spikes under my wheels. Like what? Like for what? What you putting spikes under my wheels for? Like for real? What you putting spikes under my wheels for? Like for real? For real? He pulled me over for a tag light, y'all. A tag light. Why do I have to step out the vehicle? Why? He talking about busting my windows and everything. Why? Why? My sister and them need to get on here or something. Somebody tell me why I got to get out the car for a tag light. That's a ticket. License good, everything good. Why I got to get out the car? He won't even tell me why. He won't even tell me why. Damn the county sheriff, he the one pulled me over. Then the other one standing behind him, he come up all aggressive. Telling me to get out. I ask him why. He can't even tell me why. Sus, he can't even tell me why. He can't even tell me why. I gave him a license and everything. He said he pulled me over for a tag light. A tag light. That's a ticket. There's no reason for me to get out the car. Why I gotta get that? Look at all these police. Look. Look.
Step out.
Look. Look. What I'm getting out for? What I'm getting out for? Look. Here got my license in my hand. They don't call all these police up here. All of them. They don't call all of them up here.
Coonrod, step out. Do it now.
What am I stepping out for?
Because we're asking you to step out.
He pulled me over for a tag light, sir.
Illegal.
He pulled me over for a tag light,
Step
sir.
out.
He pulled me over for a tag
I'm
light.
telling you to step out now.
But then he pulled me over for a tag light.
Then you're going to jail.
I'm asking you, why do I have to
You're
step out?
legally detained, and I'm telling you to step out.
How am I legally
Do it
detained? How?
You're going to go to jail.
How am I legally detained, sir? They pulling on my doors and everything. I ain't done nothing. I'm right here at the Cancun on Brandon Road, by the Walgreens. I ain't did nothing.
You're making this a bigger deal than it has to be, all right?
How?
Look, this
How, sir?
traffic stop, okay?
Okay, a traffic stop.
From the moment those blue lights go on, you're detained, okay?
How am I detained? For what? I haven't done nothing.
He pulled you over for a reason.
A traffic stop.
Correct.
He said my tag light was out.
So that's probable cause to pull you over.
Okay.
So the blue lights.
And he run my license and everything.
You're immediately detained.
How am I detained?
That's what case law says, okay?
How?
Let's go on, you're detained. Okay, he's asking you to step out.
How am I detained?
He's asking you to step out of the car. It's not a big deal, man. You're making it a bigger deal.
I'm not making a bigger deal. How?
And then you could be on your way.
How is that a bigger deal? Explain to me, sir.
I'm telling you, you're just not listening to me.
I am listening. I'm listening very well.
Yes.
That is a ticket.
Case law says.
That is a ticket.
What's a ticket?
He pulled me over for the tag light, didn't he? That's just a ticket.
Case law says he has the right to ask you to
So I gotta get out.
because case law says so.
Why?
Judges have ruled that he has absolute right to get you out of the car. That is what case law says.
I don't believe that.
It's case
How?
You can Google it, man.
How?
Case law.
Is it okay if I sit here and Google it?
Google it, man. Do your.
Can somebody Google that for me real quick? What he just said?
What was that? Pennsylvania versus Mims?
The new case law said you gotta step out the car. Say I'm being detained and he pulled me over for a tag light.
I didn't pull you over.
Oh no, him right there, the sheriff.
That's what the
Him right there.
case law says.
Him.
Pennsylvania versus Mims.
He pulled me
Get out
over.
of the car. That is what case law says.
That way he pulled me over for a tag light. That's
Correct.
a ticket.
Correct. It is a ticket. Or you can go to jail. That's
Over a tag light?
correct. If you think of
I can go to jail over a tag light.
technically speaking, it's a courtesy to give you a citation. Technically speaking, it's a courtesy.
Y'all gotta be kidding me.
I'm telling you. Technically, it's a courtesy to give you a citation because it's a criminal offense, so he can take you to jail. But giving tickets or citations, is a courtesy.
What? Get out of here.
But you can Google it. Case law, Pennsylvania.
I got my sister Googling. She Googling it for me right now.
Pennsylvania versus Mims says that a police officer can ask you to step out of the vehicle. You are detained from the moment those blue lights go on, and he can ask you to step out of the car. He's not saying he's going to search your car. That's different. He's asking you just to get out of the car.
Just to get out of the car.
Get out of the car. That's what case law says.
So hold on, but then you said I'm being detained. So that means if I get out of the car, he gonna try to put me in cuffs.
So he can, right? He's not saying he's going to, but he can, absolutely. Like I said, from the moment those blue lights go on, you are detained. Whether you're in handcuffs, you're not free to leave. For the moment.
But what is the reason I'm being detained? Okay.
For the offense of the tag.
That's what he said. That's exactly what he said.
So that is, that is the offense.
What?
Whether you're in cuffs or not.
No. No, I can't believe that. For a tag light? A tag light?
What would you like? We're waiting on Sergeant.
I mean, so you mean tell me a tag light, I gotta get out the car? That's very new to me.
Well,
That's very new to me.
probably at this point.
Put the spike strips and everything in front of my truck. I ain't going nowhere. He just pulled me over for a tag light. Now you want to break my window.
Right, Coonrod.
Now you want to break my window.
So this is your final chance. You're gonna get out of the vehicle. I'm gonna bust your window open. You're gonna be taken out, and you will be under arrest.
So you telling me you finna hold on? You finna break my window?
You got to the count of 3.
You finna break my window? Hold on now, hold up.
2.
Hold up, cause I can get. Hey man, what for real? For real?
For real.
Y'all doing me like that?
Without apology.
Y'all doing me like that?
Put your hands on your back right now. Put your hands behind your back. All kinds of police out here. Stay behind my back, you got them. Y'all got me in. Y'all got me in. Real. Over 10 lights. Over 10
thinking someone got in front of it, but I ran and I saw all of you guys looking at me like, what are you doing? So I'm like,
Yeah, as soon as I heard pop, 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 pop.
you drove all the way up there. Y'all couldn't have put it like closer to the fire.
A lot of money. Shit, he got a bunch of shit in here, money in his wallet. What do you got?
Y'all good?
Yeah, we're good. Thanks, guys.
That's all we got tonight. So. Y'all have a good night.
You too, buddy. What's this shit? Hey, have y'all, any of y'all ever seen one of these? Razzle, you ever seen one of those that's sealed? I don't know what's in it. Here. Is it? Okay. Just get running.